Okay, here we are back. David Oates is online. David is down in Australia, somehow surviving down there. God only knows what they're going to do next to you people down there, my friend. But I cringe every time I see something new. It's not moving in the right direction. Let me be very charitable. Oh, God. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right, mate. Hanging in there, you know.
Hi.
Doing my thing.
David is a wizard of a writer. When he sits down, he doesn't quit until the book he's working on is finished. I'm not kidding. I'm not down there to see him. I'm in touch with him often enough to know what this guy is. And he is a machine. His books are extraordinary. They're way above any of. If you want to read something that'll hold your attention, read any one of David's books. He's just finishing the book on evangelists and evangelism, yes, and the hucksters and frauds that are televangelists. And we did that on this program, not a month and a half ago, something like that. And he's already finished with the book. And this is boggling my mind.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Listen, while we're talking about my books, I made a decision last night. My current publisher has gone AWOL. The website's down, not answering emails.
Really?
They've vanished.
Oh.
Yeah, they've vanished. This is like about the third time this has happened to me in the last 30 years with book publishers. So until I can get a new publisher, which I don't know when that'll be, what I decided to do last night is give away all my books for free, in PDF format. Jeff is setting up the page on the website now.
Oh, this is amazing. Wow.
Yeah. Jeff is setting the page on the website now. It should be up in a couple of days. There will be a donation button there if you feel like you want to donate. I'm not asking for it. They're all a totally free download. If you want to get it in the meantime, and they've already been flooded with requests since I made this offer, you can email me right now at this email address, backwards, that's BACKWARDS, at reversespeech.com. That's all one word, backwards at reversespeech.com. You email me and I'll send you all my books. Look, Jeff, I'm 67. I've got to get the word out there. I've just had a gut full of publishers bailing on me, and look, I'm not in it for the money. I mean, we all know that. That's no secret.
Well, I've known you for how long? A long time. You have never been in it for the money, ever.
Ever. No, not at all. So I'm just going to give it all away, and I'm going to ask everyone to share it, pass it around far and wide. There's 8 books available right now. I've written the 9th, which is a great reverse speech lexicon. That's 150,000 words. I wrote that last year. That is the Bible of reverse speech. I've got to edit that one yet. I haven't started the editing process on that. I've almost finished The Great Spiritual Darkness. I'll be finished and edited by the end of May, so that's only 3 weeks away. That will also be made available for free. Just share it around is all I ask. So there you go. So that's what's happening.
Well, you are amazing, my friend. This is something that I've never heard done before. I understand part of the motivation is to 67 years old. Reverse speech should be a household term. It has been quashed by the deep state, among others. Because why? Because it works. It will tell you the truth about whatever someone is telling you or trying to tell you. And it can be applied to television broadcasts, to recorded personal conversations. It doesn't matter. So David is trying now to really just flood the world with reverse speech in another fashion, the fashion of PDF free reads. This is really very special. I honor you for that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Smart.
Yeah, well, look, I want to get the word out there, and I'm just sitting here going, what do I do? Bother it, I'll give them all away. so that's, I decided
that's
that
amazing,
last
David. Just
that's
amazing.
okay.
And a very wise move. It shows you and reverse speech in the proper light. You're not in it for the money. You're in it for the wisdom and the incredible scientific technology that you have developed. And that's what it is. It's science.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, well, I think it is. And if anyone who reads my books, anyone who chooses to read my books, once you read it, well, anyway, the books speak for themselves. Some of the books a lot of the reversals are already on the Reverse Speech website. There's a Pacific page for the big con that came out last year. Jeff is making up, which has every reversal quoted. Jeff is making up a Pacific page for the Great Spiritual Darkness now, so all the reversals will be on the Reverse Speech website.
Do you still want me to?
Oh, absolutely. That's the next thing I was going to talk about.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
We're also going to make it as available as an audio book, for which Jeff has kindly offered to narrate for me, which I'm just absolutely pleased about. The reversals will be included in that audio book. Reason why I've delayed sending it to you is now I'm up to chapter 20. There's some things I have to rewrite in chapter 1, in hindsight, looking back. So I've really got to edit the whole...
No hurry, whenever. Now, the next book you're working on, he's already got the next one blocked out in his head, and that's going to be on the UFO, ET world of hucksters and frauds and real people.
Yes.
There are all manner of them. Now, I would also offer to do that one, by the way. That's always been something special to me. I will do that one for you. Too, for free. I just would love to be part of it. So. Okay.
All right. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm well into my research of that one, as you know. I've brought some of my findings on. It's still got a long way to go. Still a long way to go. That book won't be till next year, But,
understood.
But it will. Anyway, what I've decided to do tonight, seeing I've been furiously writing, I haven't had as much time as I would like to have to find reversals for your show. So I've found some. We're going to play them after. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you a chapter of my book and play the reversals in the book. Okay? So you can get an idea of my writing style. I've never done this before on your show. Okay?
Yeah,
so,
very good.
Are we all ready? Okay.
You betcha. Go right ahead.
I've decided to read chapter 17, entitled The Church of Rome. Okay. Now we come to the largest arch-villain of them all, the Roman Catholic Church. I say arch-villain because I know what is coming in this chapter. You will say the same too when you have read it. I don't need to tell anyone that the Roman Catholic Church is the largest Christian denomination in the world. Its total net worth is impossible to determine, but conservative estimates put it at around $1.5 trillion, with the Vatican itself being worth between $10 and $15 billion. Despite the massive wealth, the average salary as priests is set at a mere $47,000 a year, and the Pope does not and has never received a salary, having taken a vow of poverty. However, this vow of poverty is, to my mind, a farce, because the Pope lives under, is supported by, and has all the benefits of the massive wealth of the Church, living in a $10 to $15 billion mansion. If he really meant his vow of poverty, he would sell the Vatican, give the money to the poor, then live in the barn in a real shepherd's cloak and not the gold-lined, neatly pressed cloak that he does wear, together with his golden shepherd staff.
Yeah.
It is hard to find recordings of the Pope speaking in English, but he did give an address in English to the U.S. Congress in 2015, and it is this recording that I analysed for this chapter. His reversals did not start off well. As he says forwards, he is honoured to address the Congress. Backwards, he says, Satan sell. Okay, let me just get these reversals out. 1 second. And we'll play the reversal then.
Satan Cell. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let me just
now,
get
this
it
guy,
up.
this current Pope, as you know, there's a controversy about that Pope Benedict the 16th was the real Pope. He was sworn in as Pope, so to speak, and then quickly overthrown and has been held prisoner in the Vatican for the last 8 years, something like that. But he's the real Pope. This guy's an interloper. He's a fraud.
Well,
he's also creepy as hell to listen
to. As much.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so here's the verse of Satan's cell. Here's the forwards.
I am most grateful for your invitation to address this joint session of Congress.
Here's the versal, Satan's cell. Okay, so back to the
Show
text.
enough.
Yep. Okay, back to the says Satan's cell. He's going to sell his satanic agenda. He confirms his satanic allegiance in the next reversal, saying, Satan's bad, live with me. Here we go.
I know that many of them are retired, but still active. They keep working to build up this land.
Satan's bad, live with me.
Satan's bad, live with me.
Satan's bad, live with me.
That's your slight glitch before Satan, little glitch of sound. I need to go and clip that out.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So next paragraph.
So,
next
elaborate upon that just a little bit. Satan's bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, look, Satan's bad. But he's acknowledging Satan is bad, but Satan lives with him. Okay, that's what it means. You know, I live
exactly.
with bad. Satan lives with me. So,
exactly. Yeah.
That's exactly what it means. Maybe I should make that point in the book. Yeah, I thought it was obvious. All right, I'll make that point. Okay. Right, next paragraph. The next reversal is right out of left field when he talks forwards about solving political and economic crises. Backwards, he says, blood, you feel a boy's name. Okay, here we go.
To resolve many geopolitical and economic crises.
Oh, here we go. Blood, you feel a boy's name. Okay. What on earth does this mean? It will become apparent as we continue. His verse will continue to be bizarre. As he talks forwards about people coming to America to find freedom, he says in reverse, grief fucked the lamb. Okay, so here's reversal. Where is it? Oops, hang on. Grief fucked the lamb. Here we go. Here's the forwards.
In recent centuries, millions of people came to this land to pursue the dream of building a future in freedom.
And grief fucked the lamb.
Grief fucked the lamb.
Grief fucked the lamb. Grief fucked the lamb.
Okay, so grief fucked the lamb. The lamb, presumably referring to the Lamb of God, Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Why does the lamb have grief? Yeah, I'm reading from the book. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why does the lamb have grief? The next reversal tells us why, and also answers a question about blood and the boy's name we heard earlier. It says, I raped the other kid. Yum, stop it. And here we go.
We know that it's very difficult to judge the past by the criteria of the present.
I raped the other kids. Yum, stop it.
I raped the other kids. Yum, stop it.
Actually, I think it's kids, plural, actually. You know, rape the other kids. There's an S there.
The other kids. Yum, stop it.
I raped the other kids. Yum, stop it.
Yeah, there's an S. He's just
Go on. Yep.
David, he is just as creepy and satanic in reverse as he is in forwards, and that's saying a lot. That guy is one of the creepiest voices I've ever heard.
Oh, I know.
He rivals Bela Lugosi in the original Dracula.
I know. People are going to be blown out reading this book. This is just chapter 17. Okay, so next paragraph. There is only one explanation for this reversal. The Pope is, or was, a pedophile priest, and he wrestles with these inner urges constantly. This is confirmed by the next reversal that says evil suck cock. There we go.
This conviction has led me from the beginning of my ministry to advocate at different levels the global abolition of the death penalty.
Evil suck cock.
Infidel suck cock.
Infidel suck cock. Infidel suck cock.
Okay.
What a guy. What a
I
guy.
know. It's just a guy you want for your mate. All right. The real clang, next paragraph. The real clanger, however, comes in the following reversal. We have lost the vault. Play it. Here we go. And then I'll plan out what it means.
And in times of crisis and economic hardship, a spirit of global solidarity must not be lost.
We have lost the vault.
Dirà di los la volta.
Dirà di los la volta. Dirà di los la volta.
Continue reading. This metaphor simply means the Roman Catholic Church have lost the riches and blessings of God. They are no longer his representatives on earth and are, in actual fact, Antichrist. He confirms this again with the next reversal that says, the Pope in the fuck. Here we go.
And this Congress have an important role to play. Now is the time for courageous action and strategies.
Okay, the Pope in the fuck. Okay.
Do I hear David, do I hear an ED after the K on that F word?
There may very well be. Sure, let me double check on this.
I don't think it's going to change much, but I think that it might be past tense.
Yeah, I think it's.
Or you could trim it off, whatever.
Yeah, right. We just had the same thought at the same time. Yeah, I think it's more a bad edit. Yeah. All right. So reading on. In other words, the Pope, him, is deep into the damage that has been done to the church. He is the head of the snake, and he will destroy you, as his own backward words say, I will fuck you. Here we go.
Here we have to ask ourselves, why are deadly weapons being sold?
I will fuck you.
I will fuck you.
I will fuck you. I will fuck you.
Okay, reading on.
Well, we got it. We're coming up on a break here. Go ahead and hold it there if you would, and
Sure.
we'll come right back and rejoin it. Yeah, this guy is one mega creep, and I'm being polite. Oh, jeez. Satan's own spawn, once again, down amongst the sheep. Hold on, we'll be right back with David. Okay, here we are back with David Oates, hearing that eternally creepy voice in English. Yeah, I know he's Argentinian and he doesn't speak English as his first language, but nonetheless, the accents and the drool and the gruel and the cruel intonations and inflections I hear are enough to convince me that this guy is a dark personage. Go ahead, David.
Absolutely right. All right, so next paragraph. I just played the reversal, says, I will fuck you. He's the head of the snake and he will destroy you, as Beckles' words say. Right, next paragraph. Further on, he talks forwards about it being our responsibility to solve problems. And backwards, he says, we ask through the black. Hang on, where are we? Here we go. We asked ED.
In the face of the shameful and culpable silence, it is our duty to confront the problem and to stop Elias.
Okay, we asked through the black.
Elias, the black.
Elias, the black. Elias, the black.
Okay, oops, hang on, where's it gone? I've lost it. Where's my transcript? Oh, here we go. He is not asking the light for help, but he is asking the dark. As all of his reversals show, this is not a man who represents God. His final reversal will leave you with a sour taste in your mouth. In brackets, excuse the pun. It says, eat the holy cum. Where's it gone? Here we go.
Lincoln, liberty. Martin Luther King, liberty in plurality and non-exclusion.
Okay, eat the holy cum. Spelled C-U-M.
Eat the holy cum.
Eat the holy ram. Eat the holy ram.
Okay. And if you can look at the Pope in the same way again after reading and hearing all of these reversals, then I have a bridge in Sydney I would love to sell you.
Yeah.
All right.
I know that. See, and this is going to be a fabulous book because you've got the reversals right there, and people can listen and read and listen and read. Wow, that's called 3D book writing. 3D.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. All right, next paragraph. The next Roman Catholic we will look at is the Australian Cardinal George Pell. Pell was the third highest-ranking member of the Roman Catholic Church, and he made international headlines in 2018 when he was convicted of abusing 2 choir boys and sentenced to prison. Pell has steadfastly maintained his innocence, and he was released from prison in April 2020 after the Australian High Court quashed his conviction. I analysed 4 recordings from Cardinal Pell. The first one was an official statement from the Roman Catholic Church delivered by Pell about an Australian Royal Commission hearing into child sex abuse in 2015. The one reversal says, "Where not love, mine was a sin." Oops, hang on, I have to go to Cardinal Pell. I think excuse me while I open up the file.
Take your time.
All right, here we go.
No
Where not love, mine was a sin. Here we go. It's just opening. Come on, what are you doing?
The Catholic Bishops of Australia have welcomed the Royal Commission, which was announced by the Prime Minister last night.
Where not love, mine was a sin. Oh, sorry, we're not the love. Sorry, extra syllable in there. Oh, it says the love in the Sorry, I read it wrong. In other words, the Roman Catholic Church does not show love, and he has personally sinned, presumably a sexual sin, because this is the context of the forward dialogue. The next recording was from a police interrogation tape when he was being questioned about the sexual assault allegation. The first reversal occurs as the police suggested he moved his robe and exposed his penis. Pell replies forwards, "What rot?" But backwards he says, I was hot. Where are we? Police interview. Here we go. I was hot. All right, here's the forwards.
That at that time, you've moved your robes to one side and exposed your penis.
Stop it.
Oh, it says stop it, not what, right? Okay. I was hot. There it is. Okay.
So what did he do? He moved his robe to one side. He was wearing one of his costumes, and he kind of like the...
Right.
Is that what he did?
Well, that was one of the accusations. Yes, he moved his robe, exposed his penis, he fondled with, you know.
So it's just kind of like the guy in the raincoat or overcoat.
That's right.
He has nothing on underneath. Okay. All right.
That's right. All right. This reversal is followed by saw the guilt. So forwards.
It's been alleged that you've stepped forward, grabbed by the back of his head, and forced his head down onto your penis.
In the sacristy after Mass.
Yes. And
Completely false.
Backwards, saw the guilt. As he continues to deny the accusations, forwards, he says backwards, damn misery, cock, define, ugly day. Where are we? Here we go.
it's sometime after this, at least a month later, and again after church.
Now, you've got after choir.
Yes.
Does that mean after the Mass or after the choir practice?
Damn misery, cock, define, ugly day. Yes, he is having a miserable day due to actions involving his cock. The next reversal is the proverbial smoking gun saying, I then might feel them up.
Well, that's completely false, and as I'll be able to demonstrate, I was out the front of the cathedral there. I was always out at the front of the cathedral. I never came back with the kids.
Okay, I then might feel them up. Sorry?
David, does he have a real... He sounds satanic, his reverse voice tone and pitch. This guy's creepy. Right. Major creep.
Yeah, yes, he is. What you are hearing is his spirit. That's in the expression of his voice. And we're hearing his spirit backwards, which is disgusting. I mean, what else can I say? All right, next paragraph. Following his release from prison in 2020, he gave an interview, and here are the reversals. The first reversal occurs, as he says, many lawyers told him he would never be convicted, but he was. The reversal says, in rot the thought. In rot the thought. Where is it? Here we go. In rot the thought. Incidentally, these are all in video, by the way, and when you get the book, you can actually see it, and you'll see the facial expressions and see the backward movements. I mean, once this book comes out with the video reversal, there'll be zero doubt. Okay, so here's the forwards.
Initially, because I never believed that would happen, and not just my people, but many independent lawyers also told me.
In rot the thought.
In what? Yes.
And what? Yes, Lord. And what? Yes, Lord.
It doesn't matter what you say forwards, or how much you protest your innocence, or what the courts say. It is what is in your thoughts and your heart that matters, as this reversal shows.
Wow.
The second and final reversal in this interview says you judge the wolf that you're rotten. Here it is.
Pope Francis supported me strongly through all these troubles. I had a very pleasant meeting, and I'm very grateful for his support and for the support of Pope Benedict.
You judge the wolf that you're rotten. Not sure on the word judge on that one. I might have to go back and recheck that later. But however, this metaphor simply means that he has judged himself and he knows that he is rotten. The final recording I analysed was from an interview he did in Rome in 2021. The first reversal occurs as he declares his faith in Jesus. It says, "I'll abuse the sin." Okay, here we go.
I believe, because I believe that Jesus is the Son of God, that he taught us the truth is necessary for life.
I'll abuse the sin.
I'll abuse the sin.
I'll abuse the sin. I'll abuse the sin.
This is followed immediately by another reversal that says, "Serious sinner man."
Now, that's not true in many ways, but nonetheless there is some truth in that approach.
Serious sinner man.
Serious sinner man.
Serious sinner man. Serious sinner man.
And then followed by, "There's a shark within."
No. Well, I mean, it's a great consolation, say, to believe in Christ, to know that Christ is the Son of God, and to know that God is good and interested in us and loves us.
There's a shark within.
There's a shark within.
There's a shark within.
Gee.
Shark within.
Yeah. He then, the reversals of sin continue with, "I love my sin." Oh, I love with my sin. Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. I love with my sin.
And living through COVID, many people suffered through this desire for the Eucharist without being able to have it. Did you have that desire, and were you in suffering for that as well?
Yes, I did suffer for it. I regretted it, but I realized there was no point.
I love with my sin. He then throws a reverse insult at the female interviewer, saying backwards, "This little witch." Huh?
This commitment that we have through transparency for victims, can we have hope in that for the future of the Church?
Yeah, well, transparency is a good thing. This little witch.
Oh, I got to clip that one. Sorry, there's a little glitch on the end of that. Like I said, I haven't done the final editing yet. Towards the end of the interview, he says forwards, "I doubt whether any institution will be able to completely eliminate pedophilia." And backwards, he says, "I live with it."
But what is important is we practice what we preach. I don't know whether any institution will be able to completely eliminate pedophilia.
Okay, I live with it.
You live with it.
You live with it. You live with it.
There's a bell.
Next paragraph. Yeah. Oh, shut up, phone. Okay, next. Hang on, wait, that stops ringing.
It might be for me, David. You better answer it.
I don't think so. All right, next paragraph. Yes, indeed, he does live with it. As you can see by his reversal, this man's heart is dark and unrepentant.
Oh.
He, like the Pope, as dirty little sexual thoughts that have almost certainly been acted upon. Unfortunately, I found the same trend on the third priest I analysed, a Father Jerome Brackett Jerry Caywell from Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Florida. The recording analysed was the church's 2021 Christmas Mass, and I analysed the whole service as posted on YouTube. The first reversal can be heard on the choir as they sing Christmas carols. Forwards they sing, and heaven and nature sing. And backwards it says, it's a shame that the lamb's never there. All right, let me just navigate to that folder. Where are we? Okay, here we go. It's a shame that the lamb's never there. Here we go. Here's the forwards.
And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
It's a shame that the lamb's never there.
It's a shame never there. It's a shame never there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be a shame. That's what I said after the verse of the book. Then they sing, joy to the world, the Saviour reigns. And backwards it says, God divorce us now. Oh, no, sorry, just God divorce us.
Joy to the world, the Saviour reigns. Let us our songs employ.
God divorce us?
God divorce us. God divorce us.
It's pretty clear. As you watch the video of this reversal on the Reverse Streets website, notice how Father Jerry kisses the Bible at the precise moment the choir sings backwards, God divorce us. Then, as Father Jerry starts preaching, the profanity starts rolling off his tongue in reverse. As he tells the story of the profanity starts rolling off his tongue in reverse as he tells the story of the birth of Christ, with the first reversal saying, our fat walks who led the bed. Where are we? Hang on, Father Jerry, where are you? Our fat walk. Okay, here we go.
And Joseph too went up from Galilee, from the town of Nazareth, to Judea, to the city of David that is called Bethlehem, to be enrolled with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child.
Our fat walks who led the bed.
Our fat walks who led the bed.
Our fat walks who led the bed. Our fat walks who led the bed.
Where are we? To my mind, based on the other reversal, this can only be interpreted in a sexual fashion. The next reversal says, who wants a whip, suck it. Okay?
And she gave birth to her firstborn son. She wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them at the inn.
You think this guy's voice is creepy too, by the way?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Who wants a whip? Suck it.
Who wants a whip? Suck it.
Who wants a whip? Suck it. Who wants a whip? Suck
See, these people are, it seems like the more exposure they have on the media, the more intense their ego and perversions become. These people are not mincing words, and they are speaking clearly. There's no mumbling going on. This is pretty frightful stuff.
I've only used the clearest reversals for the book. I hope you agree they're all pretty clear. I've thrown a lot out.
Oh, yeah, they're fine. No.
Okay, good. All right, where are we? Who wants whip, suck it? Followed immediately by some sex, send the rush. Here we go.
A lot of happiness and joy for children. Children. I hope we can all look into the faces of children this Christmas
Okay, he's talking about children, okay? And backwards, some sex. Send the rush.
Some sex in the rush. Some sex in the rush. Some sex in the rush.
This reversal occurs as he talks forwards about children.
Yeah.
These are quite graphic sexual reversals that have no business being on a priest's mind as he is giving a sermon talking about children. He continues talking about children, saying in reverse, "My naked one, I'll bring the rush." Hang on, where are we? Here we go, my naked. Okay, here's the forwards.
Unless you become like children, you won't know the kingdom.
My naked one, I'll bring the rush. Jeff, yeah?
David, this guy's pretty damn creepy. They're all creepy. Gee.
All creepy. Okay, this is followed by Satan, if you may, suck it. Satan, if you suck it.
No let up. No let up.
Nope.
They're right there. And they see things in a new way because everything is new.
Satan, if you may, suck it.
Satan, if you may, suck it. Satan, if you may, suck it. Satan, if you may, suck it.
I know. Next paragraph.
These are some sick people. Gee.
Oh, I know. Next paragraph. These reversals are, quite frankly, disgusting. They get worse. As he talks about the Immaculate Conception of Christ, he says backwards, "Silly cow, when the cunts are with her, I warn you." Here we go.
You know, he had a miraculous conception. We know that. But there was nothing miraculous about this birth. So,
silly cow, when the cunts are with her, I warn you.
Silly cow, when the cunts are with her, I warn you. Silly cow, when the cunts are with her, I warn you. Silly cow, when the cunts are with her, I warn you.
Okay, where are we?
Oh, man.
Notice his index finger in front of his face and the menacing expression as he says backwards, "I warn you." He then says, "Soothe them, whore, the wolf." We're getting to the end of the chapter, don't worry. This is just one chapter. I'm 21 chapters in now.
Mary went through what all mothers go through. And being born into such lowly circumstances tells us a lot.
Soothe them, whore, the wolf.
Soothe them, whore, the wolf. Soothe them, whore, the wolf. Soothe them, whore, the wolf.
Oops, sorry, I cut it off too soon. Followed by fake, stop, whore, in it. Oh, okay.
They, of course, leave the hill and they go find that manger setting. They go to seek a glimpse at this infant, and they all brought gifts, whatever they had.
Fake, stop, whore in it.
Fake, stop, whore in it. Fake, stop, whore in it. Fake, stop, whore in it.
Next paragraph. The service then progresses to the administration of the sacraments, with the first reversal saying, "Died the man evil." Hang on, where's it gone? Oops, I've lost it. Here we go.
Take your time, you'll find it.
Do you believe that Jesus rose from the dead, that he ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of God the Father, and to him alone belongs that divine right to judge anyone, the living and the dead?
Died the man evil.
Died the man evil. Died the man evil. Died the man evil.
Clear as a bell.
Clear as a bell, yep. This occurs as it says forward, do you believe that Jesus rose from the dead? The choir then sings again as Father Jerry pours water over his hands. And the reversal is, I say evil and the demon, with a long drawn-out and. Well, where are we? I say evil and the demon. Here we go.
Sing choirs of angels, sing in exaltation, sing all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, glory in the highest.
I say evil and the demon. Okay. Next one. Father Jerry's next reversal is, you send the mass suffering. Here we go. Where are we? Yeah, here we go.
Therefore, as we celebrate the memorial of his death and resurrection, we offer you, Lord, the bread of life and the chalice of salvation, giving thanks that you have held us worthy to be in your presence and minister to you.
You just send the mass the suffering. Followed by the final reversal, go with the book on abuse. Oh, here we go.
Remember also our brothers and sisters who have fallen asleep in the hope of the resurrection, and all who have died in your mercy.
Oh, here we go. Go with the book on abuse. Next paragraph. How any of these reversals on a Christmas Mass relate to the birth of Jesus Christ is totally beyond me. It's more like a satanic black mass ritually abusing children. Sorry to say it, but I see it no other way. These reversals are really horrible on the Pope, Cardinal Pell, and dear old Father Jerry. The only thing I can say is if you are really seeking the Father in heaven, do not look toward the Roman Catholic Church, or any church for that matter. Run away from them as far and run away from them as fast and as far as you can, and look for God in the privacy of your room. I'll cover this in greater detail, in brackets, how to find God, towards the end of this book. And that's chapter 17.
Wow, it's a knockout. It's a knockout.
Thank you.
It's a great one, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a real fun project, so I'm ready when you are. All right. Good, good work, David.
Give me a couple of weeks. Yeah, okay. So I've already gotten several emails, people wanting the free book, so let me give the email address out again.
Sure.
It's backwards, BACKWARDS, at reversespeech.com. That's backwards at reversespeech.com. I will send you all my published books. I've got 2 other books on the go, including this one.
This is really amazing.
Oh, thank you.
No one's ever done this. No.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so I do have some reversals for today's show. Let me go and get Jeff's notes out here. And we'll start off with Biden. And I downloaded him about an hour before you rang. I only found 2 reversals. Very frustrating. I hate it when that happens. You spend all this time and you don't get anything.
To worry. Anyway. Not to worry. Don't forget to look at Ms. Pisaki also.
Yes. All right. Okay. I'll try to get her.
I sent you a note with a few suggestions, but Pisaki, yeah, she's a real hard ass, and that would be a good one.
Okay. All right. All right, here's Joe Biden from yesterday.
I've been in those battlefields where these missiles are fired, and I spent a lot of time going in and out of Iraq and Afghanistan, maybe a total of 3 times. And I tell you what,
been right in there.
And I've been in Ukraine a lot prior to the war.
Sounds like Hillary Clinton running for cover, and where was it? She claimed that happened.
I forget. Yeah, was it Iraq? It might have been Iraq, or no, Afghanistan. I don't remember. Whatever. Lies are lies.
Anyway, just 2 reversals. Hurry, go.
Hurry, go. Hurry, go.
Hurry.
I'll tell you how I interpret that one. I think it's his spirit telling it, hurry, go, disappear. Like Hillary's reversal, oh, just be quiet, you know. I think it's the same thing. It's hurry, go, leave us, run away. Then we've got this one, rather cryptic reversal. Not too sure what it means, but anyway, here we go.
They're highly portable. They're extremely effective against a wide range of armored targets. They can hit targets up to 400 meters away and have a fire and forget capability. That means a person firing can, I know you know it, but for anybody who maybe listen, can change positions or take cover before that javelin even strikes home and strikes the target.
Adolf in the muck, get her.
Adolf in the muck, get her.
Adolf in the muck, get her. Adolf in the muck, get her.
Well, obviously Adolf Hitler, it is a metaphor that comes up in reverse speech occasionally. Ultimate evil is how I interpret it. He could be talking about Russia. He could be referring to Russia as ultimate evil. Get her, get Russia. It's a bit difficult to interpret just on one reversal. But,
right.
But anyway, there we go. All right, then I continue doing more of the Johnny Depp trial, but I must admit I ran out of time. Just so involved in writing, actually.
Well, thank goodness you're writing and not out getting your bioweapon injection. Is the pressure still on there to try to get everybody to take the shot, or have they backed off a little?
They've backed right off on it now. All the restrictions have backed off.
You know why? Why? Well, because they've shot up about as many as they're going to, and they want people now to mix and mingle. And the vaxxed will shed upon the unvaxxed. That's their game. You already know that.
Yeah, I know that. Go and read my book, The Big Con. That's all about COVID and the real truth behind COVID. That's also included in my free PDFs if you email me.
You better give the address again, David. Go ahead real quick.
Okay.
This is for David John Oates has made the decision to give away all 8 of his books free in PDF format. And this is an unprecedented move. I've never seen anyone do this before. Give the address, David, please.
Okay. It's backwards, BACKWARDS, at reversespeech.com. That's backwards at reversespeech.com. And I'll email you all my books, and this book I read tonight, chapter 17, will be ready by the end of this month. And we'll email that one out too. And
well, that's gonna that's gonna now the heart. Well, that won't. How's the narration going to come out in a PDF? It doesn't.
Well, no, we'll release a PDF first with a link
and
to
then,
the verse.
Yeah.
And then you will narrate it, and then we'll release it as an audio book.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, so there you go. Backwards at reversespeech.com. Get a hold of all my books. So.
Now, for those of you who were wondering about the program we did regarding Dolly, some people wrote in and asked, well, what about Dolly? What does she have to say about this? I did speak to Preston, the author, and he said it was very interesting. And he said, I'll ask Dolly what she thinks. And I never heard back from him, so I guess she didn't want to get into it. Although it actually gave her a very strong endorsement. So maybe she didn't understand it fully. I don't know. But I hope to hear from her still.
Yeah.
It was not a put down.
Speech. They get freaked out by it, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's the update there. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So this is what I got from the Johnny Depp trial. I only got 6 reversals. That's all I had time for. I will finish off Johnny Depp. And I believe Amber Heard is testifying today or tomorrow. I know it's very soon, and if it's this week, I'll have her ready for next week's show. Very good. Then I got to go and upload a whole bunch of videos to YouTube. Got starting from Corey Good onwards, I haven't done any of those videos. All right, where are we? Johnny Depp. Okay, this is the next reversal after we left off from last show. This one casts a bit of doubt over Johnny Depp's story.
And Sean Depp for quite a while. We're both sort of assigned, as it were, to my kids, taking them to school, picking them up from school.
It's My Fun, the Naked Hoax. I don't know what the Naked Hoax is. Don't know.
I don't know how to read this, but I would suggest one way he might be his subconscious might be referring to her.
It could be. Yes, it could be.
That's a possible.
Yeah. There's one reversal about her. I'll point out when I get to it. Anyway, that's the first one. Then the next one. Here we go. Not opening.
Pain has to be dealt with humor, and sometimes very dark humor. I grew up watching Monty Python, so yes, it can tend to get into dark humor.
His mummy is so bold.
His mummy is so bold. His mummy is so bold. His mummy is so bold.
Talks a lot about his mum at the trial. Very, very abused childhood.
So he's talking about himself in the third person there from his subconscious.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I would say Mum was a very bold, confrontive person. I don't know. But anyway, there we go. Then next reversal along. Here we go.
At about the age of, 4 or 5 years old, I can remember vividly my mom telling me to go get her nerve pills, out of her purse that was hanging on the back of the door.
Make out their laws.
Make out their laws. Make out their laws. Make out their laws.
Not totally sure how to interpret that one either, unless she's just talking about the rules he had to live by under his mum. Anything I can think of. Anyway. Now this reversal, can be interpreted a couple of ways. I'll tell you what I think it means, and you really need to see the video to understand this. As he's saying this forwards, he's looking directly at Amber Heard.
It was just self-medication.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Right at the point the reversal occurs, he looks directly at Amber Heard. You'd need to see the video to understand what I'm saying. Anyway, here's forwards.
it was just self-medication. One of those get me out of here moments. And, where you want to escape from is your own brain, your own head. Yep.
You're talking about taking drugs. And backwards, you're lying big.
You're lying big.
You're lying big. You're lying big.
And he's looking directly at Amber as he says that. So he could be saying it to Amber, or it could be saying it to himself. I don't know. I don't know which way to call it. Unfortunately,
I wouldn't have a clue. But since this is an adversarial proceeding, I would think that he would be projecting that from his subconscious to her.
That's how I read it.
He looked over at her, and his response was, "You're lying big."
That's how I read it. But I'm trying not to be totally definitive because you can see it the other way too, and you really need to see the video to get.
Well, if he looked at her, that's suggestive of casting aspersions and judgment on her. I would think, but we'll see what she testifies. You'll get it. This will be fascinating to hear the other side.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing her definitely.
Yeah.
Here he is. I think he liked drugs a little bit more than he's saying forwards, based on this reversal. Anyway, here he's talking about his drug use.
I could, because I've experienced it, and I can tell them.
Oh, I know. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's talking about his drug use, but he's talking about being a role model for kids. He goes around to schools to talk to kids, okay? And he's saying, well, because I've experienced, I can tell kids it's not a good thing to do. So here we go.
I could, because I've experienced it, and I can tell them that there is no future in it, that there's nothing but a kind of a postponing of the inevitable.
And loving your fun.
Yeah, loving your fun.
Yeah, loving your fun. Yeah, loving your fun.
So, he's loves the drugs more than he's saying.
I think, hey, I don't have any interest. I'm an observer. But I would say that someone with that kind of a lifetime, a childhood, now an adult, under incredible pressure, acting is a difficult enterprise. And then he stumbles into this woman, and I don't blame him for seeking escape. I mean, we have legal drugs in this country for people who are under that kind of pressure. It's called alcohol or prescriptions. So whatever he's doing, I mean, I don't blame people. People can only take so much before they have to get some relief somewhere. Now, that may sound like a cop-out, but no, I understand drug abuse. Having grown up around it and seen it, I do understand it. And if abuse is even the word, I don't know. If a doctor gives it to you, is it abuse? No, it's legal. So if you get it off the street, you're a drug abuser. So whatever dark secrets or shady secrets he has, they're his own.
Yeah, I know. I really don't care personally, guy.
No.
We've
all done. Most everyone listening has done some drugs at some point that were not prescribed by a doctor, which can be just as damn dangerous, if not worse, than what you get elsewhere. So
absolutely.
Anyway.
Yes, I agree 100%. All right, last reversal I've got for the show. She not sin. Bad grammar. I don't know what it means. While it's there, I'll play it. Here we go. Oh, hang on. There's another one. Jeff didn't. Oh, no, hang on. I'm sorry. There's some reversals I didn't send to Jeff. So he hasn't commented. All right. There's two more. Sorry. Here we go. So
in Australia, from before Australia and in Australia, I had been off of alcohol for, I believe it was about 18 months.
Mummy's dear love, is it with you?
Mummy's dear love, is it with you?
Mummy's dear love, is it with you? Mummy's dear love,
Wow.
is it with you?
He's got a thing. He's got real conflict with his mother still.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yeah. That's a present tense reversal. That's a conflict running right now. Okay?
Yeah.
So
That's the way I heard it, too.
look into his mind is what we're doing. All right. Next one that I didn't send to Jeff. I don't know why I didn't send him these two. Oh, well, I was doing a million things at once today. So.
And most people just assume that, well, they just got wasted and they filmed them. There would have been no way you couldn't act that. You couldn't make that film with two actors who were loaded. There would be no way.
Well, I don't think he's actually telling the truth because he says backwards, they do it.
Oh, come on. They do it. They do it all the time. Actors are hired in kites during movies.
Of course they are. Reversal speaks for itself. Absolutely. And then the lucky last reversal for today's show is this one here.
Yes, I didn't like being dependent on these pills. I didn't like being dependent on a drug.
She not sin.
She not sin.
See, he could be talking about
Wait a minute. How about he's saying she did drugs too, but she not seen doing it.
She not seen. Oh, okay, let's listen.
She not seen.
I've seen.
Ooh, I can hear it both ways on that one. Yeah.
I think he's saying she's not seen. She did them too. Yeah. She's not seen.
Yeah, I think you're probably
right. It makes
right.
sense, but whatever. It's just another alternative way of reviewing it. But that was interesting. She's not. Yeah. I think it's she's not seen.
Yeah.
She not seen.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Good job.
Anyway, there you go, Jeff.
What are your thoughts on? I think I asked you this last time on Depp to this point. Now, what do you think?
Look, he's pretty congruent all the way through. You know, he's obviously got some money issues running. I'm sure some other issues as well, which has led to his drug use.
Yeah.
I think he's not being as totally honest about his drug use, but that's understandable, you know. As far as whether Amber's accusations are accurate, I want to get more reversals before I state that with certainty. I don't believe they are, but let me get more reversals. But he's basically honest and congruent, you know, except a little bit of edge on the drug use.
And I think he's, like many people, he's carrying around childhood trauma, which has impacted and affected his entire life, and it's still very, very much an issue, whether it's conscious or subconscious. It's there. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
Now you do this all the time. David does therapy work all the time with clients. So this is second nature for him in terms of analysis and things. So wow, reverse speech is just amazing. Always honored to be a part of this. It's mind-boggling what the subconscious mind will tell about how the person really feels. It's no way to lie, not from the subconscious.
Yep, and I've just downloaded a dozen emails who wanting my book, so let me get that out one more time. Backwards at reversespeech.com. I'm making all my books available for free. Email me at backwards at reversespeech.com and I will send them to you. Thank you.
And I will say this, David didn't ask me to, but if you want to send a little something, it wouldn't hurt. All right? So we all have to live, and he would appreciate it. So I say that on behalf of David without his request. Good night, my friend. Take care.
No worries, mate. See you next week.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
very good.
See ya. Okay, bye.
The really one-of-a-kind David John Oates and the fabulous world of reverse speech. And his books are amazing. We will be back tomorrow, Wednesday already. Take care. Talk soon.